We are now going to talk about the table gold finger. First of all, how to install the parts of the machine and how to operate. Now let's talk about the accessories above. Let's look at these two on this side. These two bracelets are mainly worn on the hand during clinical operation. Now we teach the customer how to install the bracelet. Here we get the bracelet first. This thing is stretchable, which makes it easier for us to wear it. This one is with Velcro. Now show the customer how to attach it to the machine. There's a wire, and there's a jet at the end of the wire. Then there are two holes on the main engine. You can plug in the hole at will. They are all universal holes. So let's plug this in first. This thread can be twisted. We'll take a look at the bracelet once it's plugged in. There are 5 holes here, which means that when you put that finger tape in there. Now let's put another bracelet in the hole down here. Again insert and tighten. And then we'll make sure the 2 bracelets are on, and then we'll look at the fingertips. Tip of the finger in the box, a total of 10. It's the tip of 10 fingers. The yellow one on the fingertip is called the finger cuff. We'll teach the customer how to install it later. Let's take it out first. And then I'm going to insert these fingertips into this bracelet. Fingertips are of fractional size. Let's say 5 fingers have different sizes. So choose fingertips according to the size of your fingers when operating. Install on the corresponding car slots, like this, and then the second one. Customers should also pay attention when installing. Be sure to insert more than 2 fingertips to fill the power output. Not if it's a single fingertip, and must be installed next to the other fingertip. It can be mounted across a fingertip. That's not going to work. Our suggestion is to insert it in the adjacent fingertip hole. It has to be firmly inserted here. If you don't plug in, you can't feel the energy output. We're going to show your bracelet. Now we have the fingertips all installed. So how do you fit it on your hand? So let's get this knuckle. Then put each finger on. It is not recommended to operate if it is not warm. We won't put it on for a while. We'll put it on later when we're in the clinic. Putting the condom on each finger and then the tape is the same process. All operations are like this. We can resize it here once we've installed it. This rope can be pulled tight. After breaking apart can be adjusted, and then tie it back on. In this way, Even if the finger is small, it will not be very loose. And then these strings over here are reserved for customers. If the string on the tip is broken or dirty, you can use a spare if you can't wash it off. So let's look at the operations on the mainframe. Mainframe message. This one can be picked up. The main operation is the lifting of the body parts, which is attached with microelectricity and RF output. You can see here. We'll put it up and demonstrate it later. Power up the instrument first. This is the power card. Plug this way into the hole under the instrument. Let's take a look. Plug it in and the machine will turn on. We can pick it up and have a look. Just put it up when it's active. Now it's in a charging state. We can take a look at the above display. The top one is the temperature, and the temperature can also be controlled. The adjustment can be operated by increasing or decreasing this gear. If you need to switch to other parameters, click on this one again. When the screen lights up, you can set the parameters. And then here I'm going to click toggle. Switch to the micro before you adjust this gear. Microelectric normal can be turned up to 3 or 4. Then hit as far as possible control in about 40. Click on this once you've set all the parameters. Now we're in the startup state. This light will flash when it's on. If you press it again, it stops working. Long press to turn everything off. Then look at the operation on the main engine of the instrument. The main engine controls gold fingers gears. Examples include microcurrents and heating. Heat is this way, start and set. This is the heat adjustment gear. Here is the microelectric mode. There are 3 modes, PE, PR, and P3. Patterns allow the customer to feel, and I won't go into the details here. This is clinical time control. And then this is the energy intensity of the microcurrent. You can add a little current from this side. It lights up when we turn on our finger. So much for the introduction of the instrument. Now we move on to clinical procedures. First, remove the host before operation. Then click Start here. We can adjust the clinical parameters here. Clinical time we recommend 30 minutes to start. And then here's the hot gear, and there's 3 gears to choose from. Generally, the second gear is selected. If the temperature is superimposed during operation, the customer has to reduce this temperature. So this temperature is always going to be adjusted. Then the mode here refers to the microelectric mode. The general default is PE mode. If the customer set like other modes, can also choose. There is no rule about which schema you need to use. Here are the microelectric adjustment parameters. Usually start in first or second gear. Because the microelectricity will have a little amp, the customer is generally more difficult to accept. So try to turn it down a little bit. We hit off and then hit the micro. After setting microelectric parameters, click Start. Now all the finger lights are on and we're going to do it. Start operation. Use essential oil before operation. Apply the essential oil evenly to the top of the bag we are going to work on. We're going to take half of this for clinical demonstration. First, wipe off all the essential oils. Apply it and apply it against the skin with a golden finger. Pull in one direction, pull and slide. Do this for 30分钟 use and you're done. It's also possible to pull in different directions. Now I'm done here. After operation, essential oil will be left on the fingers, so we need to clean it up in time. Avoid oxidation in the later stage. To clean, you can wipe the remaining essential oil with a dry paper towel and then rub it with alcohol to disinfect it. The next operation is the host. Now we need to set this temperature. And then there's the microcurrent. Then click Start. It is also necessary to apply essential oil to the operating area. Apply a lift to the skin. Pulling can play a scraping role. Turn off the instrument after operation. If you take too long, you can unscrew the lid and drain some of the oil out of here. Then wipe the area down with a dry towel. Then disinfect it with alcohol again. End of operation.